Yo, what is up, Brez? It is your boy Guppy Boy 9 Thistle, aka the Hen Tie God. And Brez, Brez. It's been a long time coming. Brez, it really has been a long time coming. We finally got her. We finally got the Buzzmod Yoko Littner figure in hands. And Brez, this figure is so goddamn beautiful. And I don't know if y'all understand why this figure makes me so happy. It's because me and this character, this is one of my favorite anime characters. And on top of that, this right here is the first character, or matter of fact, not the first character. This is the one of the first characters that's gotten me into anime, and it is the first character that started off my anime figure collection of what y'all see today of all my anime waifu figures and shit. Not just like my anime waifu figure, just figure collecting overall. This figure or this character was the first character, was the character that got me into collecting figures. And Brez, I've been wishing, hoping, and praying. And bro, looking at that rock in that back, in the back of that of the box that she's sitting on, and just knowing the fact that she doesn't come with it, it kind of makes me freaking mad. But let me get back to what I was saying. Like Brez, this makes me happy. This is the first character that started off my figure collecting. Because when I first seen this character, I said, dang, that is a cool character design. Not only is it a cool character design, but she also inspired me with a couple of my character designs and drawings that y'all have been seeing lately on my Twitter and stuff like that I've been posting with the manga that I'm writing. She's also inspired me like with one of my characters, my main characters, with the design of that character. And you will see, trust me, you're gonna see him later on when I post the actual artwork of him. But yeah, this character is like one of my favorite anime characters of all time. And just Gurren Lagann in general, the anime, is one of my favorite, if not my top 5, if not top 5, top 10 favorite animes of all time. It's just beautiful. Everything about that anime from start to end, from beginning to end, beginning, middle, and end is beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. And when I say this character started off my figure collecting, what I mean is she does have other figure counterparts. One being the Kyoto Revoltech Yoko Littner, as you're looking at right here, which was beautiful for its time, and it still is beautiful to this day. To have in your collection if you don't have this figure. And another Yoko, which it was a travesty, but there's another Yoko figure out there, 6-inch Yoko figure called I want to say the MMS Yoko. And yeah, we're not going to discuss that. That figure was dog manure. So yeah, or cow manure. So yeah, we're not gonna mention that. Then we have another. She has I want to say a 8 or 9 inch. Oh, it's not 1/6 scale, but it's like at least like I want to say 8 inches tall. Like it's bigger than a Rebel. It's bigger than a McFarlane. So she's like 8 or 9 inches tall. And that is the Neuromancer Yoko Littner figure, which I've owned that one. I ended up selling it from back in the day, which I'm upset with myself for doing so because I kind of miss it. But yeah, I ended up selling it. I'm probably going to get it back. But yeah, she has a few counterparts. And I was like, bruh, before this figure came out, I'm like, man, I wish somebody would just make a good 6-inch Yoko Littner. And we finally got her, Brez. This is what I mean when I say it's been a long time coming. Because boy, have I been waiting for this figure. I can finally throw this shit to the side. Bruh, this is the best figure ever made. I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, just look at this, bruh. Look at okay, front. I don't want to hear nothing about the price. Anything about, oh, well, wait till SH Figure Arts or Figma. Man, look, they had every chance. Figma had every chance to, still to this day, got every chance to make. I don't want to see nothing about a damn Nendoroid. Bruh, they had every chance to make this character. Bandai has done made multiple Gurren Lagann robot figures of Gurren Lagann, the robot, and have never made a damn Yoko. Bruh, Reveltech is the only ones we still gonna give we're still gonna give credence to, because bruh, there's a chance that they could actually update their Yoko figure and give us a better Yoko figure that rivals this, because they ended up doing it with their Evangelion figures. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to hear this. Is the just look at this, bro. This figure is pure beautiful. This is pure beauty. Like, okay, look at the front. Look at the front. From head to toe, beautiful. Look at the side. Beautiful. Look at the back. Beautiful. Look at the right side. Pure freaking beautiful. This is Yoko Littner out of the freaking anime, bruh. This is her jumping rat out. She literally looked like this is basically, if you take the Yoko Littner Neuromancer figure, like the 9-inch figure, whatever inch tall it is, and you downscale it to a 6-inch. That's what this figure would be if you was to downsize it. This is the best Yoko Littner figure ever made. Until Figma or Bandai drops one, I don't want to hear shit. This is the best one ever made. And if you missed out, then hey, you out of luck. I'm sorry. Because finding this is going to be hard. Because now I got to go back and I got to get Kamina. And I hope that they make, I can't think of her name, but I want to say it's Nina. And I hope they make Simone. Or Simon, which that's really what his name is, Simon. But Simone. We're going to call him Simone. I hope they make those two next. I really do. And on top of that, I got to go and find a Gurren Lagann robot. Brez. This figure is, we're 9 minutes in, and I know I'm just talking trash. I'm sorry. I know I still got to get to articulation and accessories, but we gotta acknowledge how beautiful this is. This is a moment for me. It may not be a moment for y'all, but this is a moment for me. I cried when I got this in hands. This is the best Yoko figure ever. This character inspired me to start collecting figures. On top of that, I just like the design of the. This is also what got me deep into character designing. Not just with Yoko Littner, but all the characters of Gurren Lagann, period. Just Gurren Lagann in general. It got me deep into character designing. Like, outside of Dragon Ball Z and Bleach and Naruto, Gurren Lagann was one of the ones that really set me on a path to like to start character designing and stuff like that. And Brez, that's one of the reasons why this holds a place in my heart. But enough of me rambling. We're 10 minutes in. Let's get into the accessories because she comes with a good handful of them. So yeah, next video, bro. Next slide. Accessories. Okay, straightening up the camera, moving her back. Now, we are finna get into accessories. Move that little light right there. Okay, so, as y'all can see, Yoko Littner, this figure right here comes with multiple accessories. I feel like she could have came with more because, like, if you go back and you look at the Kyoto Revoltech figures, she came like, well, she had like, I want to say 3 releases. One being just her like this. The second one was, I guess you could say, the movie version, what people were saying back in the day, where she had a bigger bust because she had her bikini bra tied together, squeezing her boobs together, which gave her a bigger bust. And she came with a Ponchita, whatever his name is, the little hamster mole or whatever. And yeah, on top of that, she had chopsticks, some chopsticks that went in her hands, which honestly, I don't really care for because I got this Yoko right here, I can kind of use the accessories that came with this on this one. So I really don't care much that she didn't come with any extra accessories, but I know the average person who doesn't got any of the Revoltechs is going to want that. Plus, I'm planning on kick bashing this. So, yeah, I mean, I don't care. So, the accessories don't really, the accessories she could have came with don't really bother me. But let's get into it, by the way. So, yeah, she comes with 2 separate bangs. One being with the glasses, as y'all can see. Then she comes with an alternate where you could swap them out and have her without the glasses, which is what you get right here. Which she actually comes like this in the package. She comes with this set of bangs on, and then this is the one that you swap out because you can't have Yoko without her signature bangs where she has her glasses on, because those glasses are iconic. They're fucking iconic. She comes with 4 other face plates besides the smiling face that you see on her right now. She comes with a yelling face, which I think mine is defective. It's defected because it looked like as they was printing the eyebrow onto the eye, they kind of done scratched it up, or they kind of messed up and did like a little scribble scrabble in the center of her forehead. If y'all could see it right there. So if y'all can see that, yeah, it looked like they messed up on the, on the left eyebrow. So if anybody has this figure, let me know if this actually happened on any of your faces, because I got this on my yelling face, but it's not on any of my other faces. And yeah, it looked like they only just messed it up on that face. So yeah, anybody else, let me know if y'all have that, that problem. She comes with a looking to the side, kind of raising the people's eyebrow that The Rock always do face, like she's wondering about something, or she's finna snipe somebody. Which is actually, this is actually a pretty good face, because usually when you see Yoko figures, she either has a simple smiling face, and then she has one smiling face with her mouth open, and then she has her yelling face when she's about to snipe somebody. She has a neutral face, as y'all can see, a neutral looking forward smiling face, which this is the face that comes on her default in the, this is the default face that comes on her in the package. And another smiling face where she's looking off to the side. So that's it for the face plates. Getting into the hands, she comes with 1 trigger finger hand, which I will recommend y'all be careful, because since she only come with one hand, you lose this hand, you're not going to be able to get her to hold her gun in any other hand other than just her right hand. Which I don't know why they would not get, why they would only just give us one hand. Also, be careful because you don't want to end up breaking the finger on this, like the trigger finger or anything like that, because it's kind of frail if you look at it. And depending on how much you mess with your figures, you don't want that to end up breaking down the line, or else you're just gonna be shit out of luck. Just like the Rebel Tech, she comes with two open hands, widespread hands like this, like jazz hands, and she comes with two fists. Then she comes with an interchangeable set of Tig-O Bitties, as y'all can see. One where they're regular, then the other ones where they're mushed, to where you can, I guess, have her in a pose like this, where she's clapping her hands, so they don't get in the way. And interchanging that out. And also the way you interchange that out, they got the breast like a little ball joint on the back of the breast, and then they got like a hole right here into the chest, which allows you to swap them out kind of easily. But it feels like the ball peg on the second pair of breasts is a tad bit more bigger, because as I ended up putting mine in the other day, it kind of loosened up the hole a little bit. So yeah, be careful with that, because you don't want to have her breast falling off. So that right there is the reason why I say it's always best to get two. It's always best to get two set of figures instead of just one, in case you got stuff like that happen, because stuff like that does happen. Like the one yelling face with the eyebrow being squiggly on it right here. And then just like what I just mentioned right now with the breast, the interchangeable breast. So it wouldn't be Yoko if she didn't come with her signature sniper, as y'all can see. And just like her signature sniper, you get two pink straps to put on it. And to do so, you just take it apart, which I would recommend you be careful, because you could break something. So what you do is, they have the holes both sized. So the small part is going to go right here, and you plug it in like so. But I recommend you be careful, because you could break it. Then you pull the bottom end of the gun out like this, and you take the bottom and you plug it in, like again, like just like so. But be careful. And you can really do the same thing. This one right here is more elongated strap, so you could have her like waving the strap over her shoulder, like waving because she carries her sniper over her shoulders like this, or you could have it like that over her shoulder the same way. So yeah, or you could have it going across her chest like this with that strap, because that's how Yoko wears her sniper when she's not using it to snipe people or 360 scope people. But like I said, be careful, because this can easily break off in there, and then you will be stuck sniperless, and you won't be able to do the interchangeable cool part that you can do with it, of what I'm about to show you. So you get another part of the sniper where she's shooting somebody or she's sniping somebody, and it comes with a blast effect right there, which looks pretty dope. So you plug that in just like so. And I'm do this off camera. And there you go. You can have her sniping people, which that's actually pretty dope. I'm glad they actually added that. So honestly, them adding that actually makes up for the fact that they didn't give her like a interchangeable head to where she has her hair down or anything like that. And like kind of what Revoltech did with the chopsticks, where her hair was down and then they gave her chopsticks to wield in both of her dual hands and stuff like that, which I don't remember that happening in the movie, but I guess it did happen in one of the Gurren Lagann movies, and I just didn't see it. But yeah, kind of sucks that they didn't give us that, which I feel like for the price that you pay, you should get that, because this was like $140 or $150. And if you missed out on this figure, you're finna spend $200, because this figure is finna be in the three. It's finna be past $300 if you ain't got it. So if you can track her down, I'm telling you right now, if it's 160, 170, 180, buy it, because once she passed $200, you're screwed. Because this, unless they do a re-release, yeah, this is going to be one of those figures that's going to be extremely rare and expensive to get. You're going to be seeing this thing go for like at least $400, and the only way it's going to go down in price is if you get like a company that's on some CT Toys type stuff, and they end up making a bootleg that's just as good as the original, like what they're doing with the second Axe Tamon and Asagi's figures, which they're still trash, but they're good enough for somebody who can't afford the authentic to be okay with the bootleg. And I'm kind of sad that I kind of got to admit that, but I mean, yeah. But it's not guaranteed. We have yet to see any bootleg Buzzmod, so it's not guaranteed you're going to get a bootleg Buzzmod. So yeah, if you can find her for a good price, that's under $200, buy it. Just buy it. Now, with that being said, let's move on into articulation. Oh yeah, and this right here is a cutaway video. I'm gonna try and implement this video into the video somehow. I'm probably gonna throw it into the middle, but she also comes with a picture too that's only sold with the figure. So when you buy your Gurren Lagann Yoko from Buzzmod, you're gonna get this painting right here, or yeah, this little picture that comes with the figure. It's gonna say Buzzmod at the top, 15, number 15. I want to say that's what it says. Number 15, Gurren Lagann, and then it has that right there. It says not for sale. Basically, you can't get this unless you get it with the figure, and that right there is the back. It's just a golden back, a regular back. It's something in Japanese right there, some Japanese kanji writing. And yeah, so when you get the figure, you if you love this and you want to take good care of it, I recommend you go to Walmart or Home Depot or somewhere, get you like a little picture frame and frame it up if you want to put it on your wall. So yeah, you can only get this with the figure. You cannot find this anywhere else unless it is somebody selling it separately through a secondary market. So yeah, with that being said, peace, Brez. Okay, getting into articulation. Okay, Brez, moving the accessories to the side. She comes with a ball joint on the back of her ponytail. We're going to start off right there. And it's a ball joint, just like the MMS toys, which it's not bad, but at the same time, I kind of see that loosening up in the future a little bit. So be careful with it. The chopsticks do not articulate. She has a ball joint at the head, as you can see right off in there. And she has a lower ball joint at the neck to where you can get all kinds of range of motion. And just like with the 2B, the Buzzmod 2B, she has that kind of like that Revoltech ball joint that they do on their female figures. As you've seen with Revoltech Spider-Gwen, where it's like a ball joint right there, then it's a ball joint right there, and then I guess it pegs down off into the arm, and it gives you like a double range or something like that, which I don't see the point in it. because for some odd reason, this is like I said, it's like where I want to say Buzzmod kind of scares me, because looking at the joint right there, mine is already kind of separating it when I move it back and forth. I feel like if there's any fragility with this figure, I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna make it into a fucking word. So yeah, if there's anything fragile about this figure, I'm gonna say it's in the shoulders. I don't like how they. I don't like this ball. I don't like these joints that they're using for the shoulders. Just give us regular ball joints like Figuarts and Figma do, and just leave it at that. Because I feel like these are finna. I feel like once you break these arms, you are just shit out of luck. Because I don't like that, man. Yeah, looking at it, I really don't like that. Not one bit. Get a good close up so y'all can see it. Yeah, 2B has that same design, but I'm not a fan of it. And you can get all kind of range of motions. She can hit the T pose a little bit, and she can do that right there, as you can see. And hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, and she can do a whole 360 and all of that. Single jointed elbows, which gets good range, and she gets a upper diaphragm joint. You can go forward that much, which is not much at all. You can go back that much, which still is not much at all. Which, with Yoko being a sniper, she's gonna be laying on her belly and stuff like that. Which, well, never mind. She can actually do it. She can get down on her belly and do like a sniping pose. So yeah, she got a waist swivel, which is good waist articulation down at the waist. Separate, like a separate piece for the belt. The belt separates from the shorts. She got a T-ball joint at the hips. I'm trying to look off in here. Yeah, like a T-ball joint. She can kick out that much, and moving the socks, the socks down to where you can see it right here. Hold on, let's get to. She has a thigh swivel right there. She has a double jointed knees, as you can see, and moving that stocking back up. She has this kind of, I want to say that's on a ball joint right there, like a little rotating ball joint down off into the ankle. Then you have the actual ball joint right, well, the actual toe hinge right there. The ankle pivot that you can get right there. Then you got the toe hinge right there on the boots. Hold on, let's get some. Yeah, the actual toe hinge right there. And like I said, I don't know what that is. I don't know exactly what that is. Like, it feels like it's on a ball joint right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. She can articulate well. The only gripe is I just don't like the joints that Buzzmod use for the elbows, because they feel fragile to me. Like it's the same thing with 2B. Like, she has the same, like, dope figure, but I feel like you break that joint off in there ain't no way you can fix that. Unless you do some super modifications and find a way to implement a Figma joint or a Figuarts joint in there. So yeah, other than that, it's a dope figure. That's the only gripe I have. That's the only gripe I have. I'm not a fan of that double ball hinge shoulder joint that they got going on there. I'm not a fan of that. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of. But other than that, it's a dope figure. She can articulate well, and like I said, still the best Yoko figure to date, or the best Yoko figure we've ever gotten, until another company, which is not going to happen. It may happen with Figma, but yeah. This is literally the best Yoko you're ever really gonna have, unless you get the SH figure arts. I mean, not the SH figure art, the Revoltech Yoko, the Revoltech Yoko, and you get a Fison's body. You mod her up, and you just mess around and make your own better Yoko figure, which I'm actually finna do with that Revoltech Yoko once I find the other head that goes to the figure. So yeah. So with that being said, yeah, Brez, articulation is amazing. Now let's get into size comparison. Okay, getting into size comparisons. Let's start off with I'm gonna start off with the Revoltech Yoko figure because it's her counterpart, and I just still think the Revoltech Yoko is a beautiful figure to have, so she can know so the new Yoko can know where she came from. Because this Yoko right here had to crawl so this Yoko could walk. Like that's literally what I'm getting here. So yeah, there she is next to the Revoltech Yoko. Here she is next to a SH Figuarts Fern, and as you can see, bruh. As you can see, the Revoltech Yoko kind of towers over her, but that's okay because Kyoto figures, the Kyoto Revoltech figures were big, were very big back in the day. This is actually like a Marvel Legends 6-inch figure. Like this is the size of a Marvel Legends right here, believe it or not. This is like actually Marvel Legends 6-inch size. And there she is next to SH Figuarts Fern, and like I said, bruh. But yeah, I'm gonna just move her because she's hard to stand anyway because of how wobbly her knees are. So yeah, like I said, here she is next to SH Figuarts Fern, and Fern being SH Figuarts, she's actually around the right size. They're actually the same size. So yeah, here she is next to the Buzzmod 2B. Her figure counterpart, or not her own figure counterpart, but somebody that's from the same brand as her. So yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, yo, even though I said Buzzmod kind of dropped the ball with 2B, well, actually they really didn't, but my only gripe was just the ass cheeks. But yeah, like I said, these Buzzmod figures are beautiful. Now I know the price is just crazy, but bruh, having them next to this Figuarts, they're just beautiful. Yeah, here she is next to a you know what? I'm doing it. Show y'all what I'm cooking on. I'm gonna give y'all a little preview. Here she is next to a female Zamasu that I'm working on. So yeah, get ready to see that, Brez. We got some things cooking up over here at the Guppy at the Guppy restaurant. We're doing some serious cooking here. So yeah, there she is next to the Roman key body with a Zamasu head on it. And here she is next to another figure that I done had to cook up. Like I'm telling y'all, yo, when it comes to this kick bashing with waifus, bro, ain't nobody messing with me. I'm really just finna throw that out there. I'm really that guppy, bro. Ain't nobody messing with me. Here she is next to a science cat lady with the Ren guilty princess head on it. And as you can see, beautiful. And then of course the science princess towers over her. What's another figure I can throw out there? You know what? I'm doing it. Here she is next to a kick bash OC character, a Fison's body. And for those of y'all that don't know, what I'm planning on doing with my Revoltech Yoko is, for one, I'm finna take a Fison's body and I'm finna give it a BBL. That's what I'm finna do. You already know what I'm finna do. I'm finna give it some ass cheeks. And then what I plan on doing is I'm gonna take the head off of this and I'm just gonna move it over to the Fison's bodies just so I can have a better articulate. Because since this is the only Yoko I got of the Buzzmod, I don't want to mess that up because that's going to be a very rare and expensive figure. So I'm just going to kick bash me a actual Yoko figure that I can mess around and pose with. And the Revoltech figure is still good for just as that. It's still good for just that. So yeah, we're cooking in this. We're cooking in the lab. Just know we're cooking in the lab, Brez. We're cooking in the lab. Here she is next to, yeah, like I said, the Fison body's right there. Here she is next to, I don't know. I want to say this is a bootleg Megami device that you can buy on AliExpress that's already built of the one girl with the spiky hair. So yeah, here she is next to a Megami device. I want to say a Megami device bootleg that I bought built. And yeah, she looks beautiful next to these two. Where's another one? Here she is next to SH Figuarts. Your casual outfit. And I'm looking through figures that I want to put into the size comparison. Well, I already did a Fison's body, so I can't really use that. Here she is next to, let's get a little, let's go to the goated company of all. Snail Shell. Here she is next to Snail Shell, Milk Tea, Toppy Gal. And oh yeah, I definitely gotta throw this in here as the size comparison. Here she is next to, moving Yor out the way. Here she is next to the CT Toys Spider-Man 2099, which these two look cool together. That right there is very cool. That's very cool. That's a cool combination right here. And here she is next to the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Catwoman, which is the best Catwoman figure we've ever gotten, ever. I don't care what nobody says. And right here, this is what I'm saying. What I mean, like they kind of took the Revoltech route with the arms. Like look at that. But see, the thing is with Revoltech, it actually works because there's some thickness to their. If you look off in there, hold on, I got a separate light. I gotta put that on there. If y'all could see that, hold on. Use the light of. I need like an extra light. If y'all could see that right there. See, it works for Revoltech because they have a like their shoulder joint that they're doing versus what Buzzmod is doing. There's some thickness to this joint right here. If y'all can see that, there's some thickness. So it doesn't come across as fragile, as if it's gonna break. Or you don't have to like it could take a shelf dive and you won't expect it to break, which it can still break, but it's not brittle like the Buzzmod one is, like Buzzmods. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like they're doing the same thing that Revoltech is doing, but the thing is, the Revoltech has a thicker joint in their shoulder, whereas Yoko's is thin, which means hers is gonna break before that, basically. So yeah, there she is next to those two. And let's finish this off with some Mecha Queens, because we might as well compare her to these baddies, because Gurren Lagann is a mecha anime. And what's the point of having her like doing a size comparison and we're not gonna have her next to some mechas? And hold on, I gotta grab the ones that are together. Matter of fact, forget it. Some parts kind of came off of the wind blade, but yeah, here she is next to Windblade from Flame Toys. As y'all can see, she looks beautiful standing next to Yoko. Like, this right here would make for a real good like world building crossover if I can just get her to stand. Yeah. And of course she's going to tower over Yoko because she's a mecha. And here she is next to the Flame Toys RC, which is another beautiful figure. Like I said, it's just beautiful. This is beautiful. I mean, you got to put her next to some robots just because it's a beautiful figure, and it's a mecha anime, so you got to have her with some mechas. But yeah, that's it for the size comparison, Brez. If you love the review, make sure you give me a like, a comment, and a thumbs up, and subscribe to the boy. And make sure you go follow me over on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. And I will be posting a lot of things there. And with that being said, Brez, tell me what you like about the figure. Tell me if you got the figure or if you plan on getting the figure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, thank you for all your love and support, Brez. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And I will see y'all in the next review. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what that review is going to be. So yeah, peace out. Until the next video, Brez.